Now, the opening prayers, Guru Shishya Parampara, Chaitanya Prabhu. Om. Ajnana-timirandasya jnana-jana-shalakaya chakshurunmilitam tasmai
Shri Guru Namaha.
Shri
Chaitanya
Chaitanya Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham
Shri Guru Shri
Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri
Rupam
Jatam Sahagana
Tam Sajivam
Sadavekam Savadutam Janasahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Bhagana Lalita
Shri Vishnatam Vitamsha
He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostude Tapta Kancha Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Namami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhayeva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha namo
Vishnaya
Krishna Prishaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nityanande Saraswati
Saraswati Devi Gauravani
Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatadeshitarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Hare
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Haribo. Welcome
Hare
everyone.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna Rohan and Hare Krishna Navneet. Good to see you. Navneet got a sister as well. All right, okay. Aryan says she's in our class. Mokshita. Okay, you can't see Aryan yet. This is Aryan. Do you recognize Aryan? Haribo. No? No worries. But Rohan is here. I'm sure Rohan recognizes this is Aryan. And I guess Amog is here and Ojas is here. Hare Krishna, everyone. So, as you would notice that today we have moved on from WebEx to Zoom. And Avi has just joined as well. Okay. One thing you would notice what I can do is that I can rename in Zoom so we know who is who. Okay, Haribol. So we got Amog, we got Ojas, we got Navneet, we got Avi, we got Rohan, and we got Mokshita with us. And of course, we have Aryan and Shivani here. And I have the WebEx open. If in case anybody would go there, then I will request them to join on Zoom. So this is the Zoom. As you would know, for a few weeks, we were trying to shift away from WebEx. We were thinking which other platform. WebEx was working well for us until it started switching off after 45 minutes. Now this Zoom will work as long as we want, and we will take it from here. Haribo. Right. So like what we traditionally do, we will have Hare Krishna Mahamantra from 3 devotees before we start the lesson. Later. Okay, so Ojas, would you like to do Hare Krishna Mahamantra, please?
Yeah, Prabhuji.
Hare Bol, please go on.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Rama,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare Rama,
Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare
Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Ojas. And before I request somebody else, Adi is there on WebEx. Adi, could you please come on Zoom? The link I have shared in WhatsApp and I have shared here in the chat as well. Ajay ji, namaskar.
Namaste.
Ji,
I'm trying to connect. Let's see.
Okay, sure. Well, we are already there, so it should work. But if any issues, let me know. Okay, that's the reason I'm here in the WebEx, if in case anybody will come over here.
Okay.
Okay, we are waiting. Meanwhile, you could be here as well, so you can still hear us. Hari Bol. Right. Amog, would you like to try Hare Krishna Mahamantra, please? Oh, Amog's audio is not connected yet for some reason.
Amog, you should try connecting to the audio again.
Okay, yes, Amog, your audio is not connected. Hopefully you could hear us, but we can't hear you at the moment because your audio is not connected, but that's okay. Would you like to try? Hare Krishna Mahamantra, please.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare.
You forgot Hare Rama. Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna.
अब चल रहा है.
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Amog. Your audio is working now. We could hear you. Haribo. But I think we know well. Navneet, would you like to try Hare Krishna Mahamantra 3 times, please? Yes, go on, please.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. One more time, please. Navneet.
Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Navneet, one more time, last time, please.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Navneet. Thank you, Ojas. And thank you, Shivani, all three. So Navneet, for you, just to let you know, what we usually do, we do the opening prayers, what Aryan had started, and then we do at least 3 devotees do Hare Krishna Mahamantra, what we have recently done, just done. Now, Adi is just about to get connected from WebEx to Zoom because today is the first day when we have shifted from WebEx to Zoom. However, I think Adi is still listening because we are on. Yes. Ajay
You
ji.
can send, I can't see yet. Right.
Oh, yes. Yeah. I can see. I think Adi is coming. Great. Okay. Once, yeah, I think your audio is getting connected. Once you got connected there, you could come out of WebEx. Well, you could stay if you want, but we are sharing. Oh, you could see. That's good. Hare. Okay. Hare Krishna. Very nice. Thank you so much. So, just to remind everyone where we are now, as we know, some of the devotees, they couldn't make it, but they were in touch. Now the way it goes, I'm just going to stop the sharing and I'm going to share another presentation, which is on chapter 5. What we've been doing, we are about to finish chapter 5. And today I'm going to share, okay. Right, the slides. And Navneet, just for you, I have been doing Bhagavad Gītā, chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, and the way it goes, chapter 5. And in chapter 5, we have, so I have the slides. I'm going to share the slides with everyone. And here we go. Okay. Now, these are chapter 5 slides. Right. Okay, 1 second. Let me just shift it from one screen. I have a couple of screens, monitors connected here. So, where are we? Okay. I'm still there. Let me just try sharing it again. Okay, here we go. Haribo. I'm not sure. Let me see what you guys can see. And all right. Could you please let me know? Can you see one screen or could you see both the screens?
Both the screens.
Both the screens. Yeah, that's what I thought. You can see the both screens. Okay. So what I will have to do, no, I will have to take this here. Here.
Slideshow. Slideshow, you can take it away. Now you can present. Then that's
Yeah, okay. So Aaron has just found, no, about to share the video. Let's just try again. We have just changed some settings. Hopefully.
yeah, that's better.
Okay. Could you please confirm now you can see one screen only?
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Okay, Aribo. So as I said, we have done chapter 1, which is the observation of battlefield. Chapter 2, which is the summary. Chapter 3, which is Karma Yoga, the actions, how we are supposed to do the actions as per Bhagavad Gītā. Remember why we are doing Bhagavad Gītā. The whole idea behind Bhagavad Gītā is because we can use this wisdom in our day-to-day life, right? That's the whole idea behind it. Now in Karma Yoga, in the chapter 3, we learned how we should do karma. Karma is action. And then in chapter 4, we heard about the transcendental knowledge, which is the knowledge we are supposed to have it. So action and the knowledge. And then Krishna said, well, the very first thing in chapter 5, Arjuna asked Krishna that I'm confused. You said in chapter 3, well, he didn't say chapter 3 and chapter 4. Remember the conversation between Arjun and Krishna. Krishna didn't say to Arjun, okay, now chapter 2 has finished, I'm going to start on chapter 3. No, it was a conversation. But like we do the conversation, in conversation we say, okay, we have finished this chapter. We have finished this topic. Let's discuss on this. That's how it went. And all the acharyas, when they wrote the commentary on Bhagavad Gītā, then they have given these 18 chapters. But Krishna did not give these 18 chapters as such definition. So the way it went, chapter 3 was Karma Yoga, chapter 4 was the knowledge, and chapter 5, the beginning of chapter 5 in Bhagavad Gītā was where Arjun said, I'm confused. Am I supposed to do the action or am I supposed to sit and do the meditation? And as you said in chapter 4, Krishna said, you're supposed to do both. And chapter 4, transcendental knowledge is not just meditation, it's the renunciation. And renunciation means when we leave things, and action is when we do things. So that's why chapter 3 and chapter 4, it feels like something. Chapter 3 is pulling us in east direction, and chapter 4 is pulling us in west direction. East and west, we are pulling apart. Chapter 5, total opposite. Chapter 5, Krishna confirms that no, don't you think that chapter 3 and chapter 4, action and knowledge are in opposite direction. They are actually the steps in the journey, which means you need to have the knowledge and then you need to do the actions. And certainly that's why we go to school. Well, when we go to the school, that learning, we can do a lot of things. Hare Krishna. Okay. Haribo. So now, okay. So we got a couple of guests just to let everyone knows that we are doing chapter 5, and hopefully you can see the slides. Now, in chapter 5, we are just about to finish, but I have another presentation and I will see if we like to discuss in that. Now, I'm looking at the chat. Feel free if you would like to ask any questions. You can unmute yourself, ask anytime. You don't have to wait until end. Just shout, Prabhuji, I got a question, right? Or you can write anything on the Zoom. And I do have the poll. Poll is the quiz. So we are going to do some quizzes. So hopefully you're listening, right? Hopefully you're listening. If there is any issues you can't hear or you can't see, please let me know. Okay, Haribo. Let's continue then. So what we said, so we got few new joiners today. So for the benefit of those who are new, I'm just going to briefly revise chapter 5. And anyways, we are going to do the new presentation today as well. So again, chapter 1, the observation of the army. Chapter 2, and at the end of chapter 1, Arjun says Krishna that there are 5 reasons why I cannot fight. Anybody would like to remind me what are the 5 reasons? Anybody knows?
One of
Any
the
of them?
I know
Yes.
one. I know one.
Okay, yes, Adi, please go on.
The first thing is I would not like to fight because lots of people will die, all my teachers and parents.
Very good.
destruction of relatives.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Ojas. So, Adi has given one reason, which is compassion. So, Arjun said to Krishna that because of the compassion I have for these people, I cannot fight with them. I don't want to fight with them. I have compassion in my heart for all these people. There are 60 million people going to die. Well, he did not know the number then, but he did know because he was a Kshatriya. He was a fighter. He knew that this is one of the biggest war on the planet. And that's why that was called Mahabharat. Maha is big, huge. Shivani is laughing. Mahabharat, right? There were a lot of people. So that's right. Thank you, Adi. And then Ojas reminded us of the second reason why Arjun said we should not die. And that was the destruction of family tradition. So the way we remember, C, D, E, F. C is for compassion. And Ojas said D is for destruction of family tradition, because a lot of fathers going to die. And if fathers are not there, mothers are busy, how the tradition will go in the family. It's very, very hard if there is a single parent, right? So that's right. C, D, E. What is for E? What's the other reason? Haribol. Shivani says it's enjoyment. Okay, great. So Shivani says is enjoyment.
Yeah, and I also had a question.
Okay, Shivani also has a question. It's really good to have questions. Okay, go on, Shivani. What's the question, please?
You said about Mahabharata.
Yeah.
And you say Mahabharata.
Yeah.
Wait, is Mahabharata what does Mahabharata mean?
Okay, what is Mahabharat means?
Yeah.
Anybody knows what does Mahabharat means? Anybody?
Prabhuji?
Yes,
A
please.
great war.
A great war.
A great war. Very nice. Haribol. Great. Adi, you want to say something as well?
You already said the answer. It means a really big war. You said.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Very nice. Okay. Anybody else? Great war, the big war. That's right. That's what we call Mahabharata. Right? That's what it is. Okay. So we got one reason. Remember C, D, E, F. And the last is Arjun says, because of C, D, E, F, I cannot fight. C is for compassion. He had compassion for everyone. D is for destruction of family tradition. E, Shivani said E for
Enjoyment.
enjoyment. Yes. Anybody would like to explain what he meant by enjoyment?
I think I know why he said enjoyment,
Yes,
because
please.
he likes his family a lot and he wants to enjoy the life of being friends with those poor people.
Ah,
He had enjoyment.
very nice. Okay. Anybody else would like to expand more? Yes. Yeah, please, Shivani.
So basically, it means that Arjun, he like if everybody is basically dead, all his relatives are dead, then what would he do with all the enjoyment? Like let's say, I don't know what they play in the olden days, but like cricket, for example. Who would he play cricket? He wouldn't play cricket with just like a rock or something. He'd have to play with someone. But if everybody's dead, then who will he play it with? He will play with a rock. If I don't take a rock, then even hit him.
Ah, very nice. Good job. Good job. Yes. So the other reason was enjoyment. Because he said, if everybody will die, with whom I will enjoy this kingdom I'm going to win. So that was another reason. The first one, compassion. The second one, destruction of family tradition. And the fourth one, third one was enjoyment. And the fourth one, C, D, E, F. What was F? Yes.
Foundation?
Okay, Shwani says foundation.
Or S.
F. C, D, E,
Forgiveness.
F. Forgiveness. Okay. Yes, very close. Anyone else, please?
Babuji, it means successful. S for successful.
S for successful. F. F for friend. F for Freddy.
Oh, I
F.
thought you said S.
Yes. No, I meant F, please. Okay, Aaron would like to say. Yes, go on, please.
I think it's fear of sinful reactions.
Very nice.
So when
Yes.
he's scared of, if he kills so many great teachers, because there were very great teachers then he will get bad karma, basically.
Very nice. Anybody else would like to remind us? What did we discuss on this? Fear. He said, I fear of sinful reaction. Okay, Shwani would like to say. Yes, please. What do you remember, Shwani?
I know why Krishna said that you won't get any bad karma because you're doing it for me. If you're because you're doing it for me, you're not doing it for yourself. You're a soldier and I ordered you to do it. So you won't get any sinful reactions. Like say there's a soldier and then it's his day off. He just kills somebody randomly. Then he would go to jail. But if his king has told him to kill somebody, then he won't go to jail.
Yes. Okay. Yes. That's very close. Yes. So just to remind everyone, yes, it was. Yes, please. You got your finger up, please. Murli? Yes.
Friends means one that he would like if Arjun's told by Krishna, Arjun should know that Krishna is telling him to do it for a good reason.
Very nice.
And also, Krishna, he tells Arjun to fight the Kauravas because they were evil. But when he comes to the family relatives, when he wants to kill them, he doesn't want to. But when Krishna says it, he knows that Krishna is telling it for giving Arjuna a good reason.
Yes. Very nice. Thank you, Murli. That was really nice. Okay, good. Fantastic. And this is how good it is. When we remind each other, we get the combined benefit out of it, right? Now, let us think again. C for compassion, D for destruction of family tradition, E for enjoyment, F for fear of sinful reaction. And then there was I. So what Arjun says, because of C, D, E, F, I cannot fight. I is for indecision. I cannot decide whether I should fight. I cannot decide, right? So remember, we discussed all these fives. Now on your screen, and I hope everyone is on laptop, but even if you are on the small device called mobile these days, if you are on that, then I'm going to launch. Okay, I'm going to launch a poll. Now, poll is a quiz, right?
Kind of.
Yeah, it's Aaron says kind of. So it's a kind of quiz which you see on your screen now, and you need to select 5 answers there. There are 10. Out of 10, you need to select 5. Let's see if we remember. we have 7 members. Well, we had few more. I think somebody dropped out, which is okay. Okay, Avi has dropped out. Hopefully we'll come back. Anybody is still there on WebEx? Let me just check. Okay, good. Nobody's on WebEx. All right, okay. We got 100% compassion. Yeah. It's done. Oh, okay. We got 3 of 6. 50% people voted. Okay. So while everybody is doing it, let's discuss. So 100%. 3 out of 3 said compassion. 3 out of 3 said enjoyment. And then 3 out of 3 said sinful reaction, destruction, and I can't decide what to do. Very nice. So everybody who attempted, and now we got 4 out of 4. Of course, why not?
I've sent mine. I'll submit it. Have you seen it?
All right, sure, no worries. And that's why I did not. I thought I don't want to force anyone to take it, because if in case you are on a small device on mobile, then sometimes it's hard to ping, hard to select the right option, so we can leave that. But okay, so there is only one who said that I have Bhagavad Gītā class. Imagine Arjun said to Krishna, Krishna, I cannot fight because I have Bhagavad Gītā class tomorrow morning. Right, okay, so that did not happen. What did happen? That the last option, that I cannot decide what to do. Okay, but I'm so glad that we got that right. So I'm going to close that. So I hope nobody is waiting. Shivani got, yes?
How many people voted the correct answer?
Everybody. There is only one option which has gone wrong, but otherwise everyone. Out of 6, 5 have replied and everyone has done very nice. Great. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, what I can do, if you really want to see, if I click on this, you can see the result on your screen as well. Okay, that's how I see on my screen. So you can see everything in red, which everyone has said correctly. And in blue, you can see the last option was supposed to be there. Okay, so on 3, I'm going to close it. 1, 2, and 3. Haribo. Great. Okay.
Another quiz? Have you
Another
done
quiz. Okay, of course we will do. But before we do another quiz, we have to. Okay, I've just come out of WebEx. So the voice has gone down a bit, which is much nicer. There was a bit of zoo. I thought it was my ears. Okay, we will keep doing the quizzes, Adi. But meanwhile, we need to discuss it as well. Okay, so you can still see. So now again, this was what we discussed in chapter 1. Chapter 2, the whole summary was given. We will discuss what happened. But chapter 3, chapter 4, now let's come back to chapter 5. Okay. So as I said, there are a few new join us today. So we are just revising chapter 5. In chapter 5, Arjun says, yes, please, Adi.
I was a little bit confused of the question.
Okay, which question you were confused?
You know about, I was in, about, I go to Krishna club, Bhagavad Gītā classes, yeah.
Yeah.
But I go to Bhagavad Gītā class. We're all in Bhagavad Gītā classes.
Haribol. Okay. Yes. Adi, I think that it was my bad that I did not clarify the option that you do go to Bhagavad Gītā class, but that question was on behalf of Arjun.
Oh.
That if Arjun is saying to Krishna that I cannot fight because of compassion, because of enjoyment, because of destruction, because of fear, right?
I think it was also involvement of you.
Of course, yes. No, but that's okay. You did very well. Thank you so much, Adi. Yes. All right. So chapter 5, this is what we discussed. Anybody remember what is NKY?
Prabhuji?
Yes, please.
Nishkama Karma Yoga.
Hurry. Thank you.
I was about to say that.
Oh, you were about to see. Oh, I think we could not wait for Rohan. Rohan stole the thunder out of you. But Rohan got the glorifications this time. I'm sure, Adi, you will get your chance as well. Okay. But great, nice. So NKY is Nishkam Karma Yoga. Okay, who would like to say what are 3 different types of karma?
Prabhuji,
Yes, please, Adi.
Nishkam Kamaro Yoga means doing
Yes.
something nice to people.
Very nice.
Expectation.
That's right. Yes. Great. So now we have 3 different types of karmas. Okay, we have discussed that, and this is what we discussed in chapter 3. What Arjun is talking about is NKY, Nishkam Karma Yoga, which is the topmost Nishkam Karma Yoga. And in Nishkam Karma Yoga, we don't expect anything back. In any example, in our family, who does the most of Nishkam Karma Yoga? Okay, Shivani says, I know. Anybody? Okay, Shivani, what do you reckon?
You do the most.
Oh, I do the most. Okay.
Because you attend, like, from the beginning of the day, you attended lots of Bhakti Shastri meetings, and you work a lot in Krishna consciousness, and like you should always be in Krishna consciousness, and you were always in Krishna consciousness. You were doing kirtan, you were doing mala, so yeah.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Thank you. It could be me here, but what I was saying is that in our families, usually mothers, they do what we say Nishkam Karma Yoga. When mothers cook the food and then offer to Krishna, and then once Krishna has, what we say,
He offers Krishna.
Yes. Then we take that as a prasad. Then that prasad is the blessings from the Lord. And mother does not accept anything back. And that kind of karma is Nishkam Karma Yoga. When you guys are there in the school, when one of your friend asks for the pencil, and you give the pencil, here we go, you're my best friend. Take this pencil, take this sharpener, take this eraser. I don't know what else you share these days. Anything, when you don't expect anything back, that's what we call Nishkama Karma Yoga. But when we do it for Krishna, right, we just do it because this is the devotee of Krishna. Yes, please.
I have something to say, and I have a question.
Okay, Shivani wants to say something, and she also has a question. Yes, please.
That like, for example, right now we're going to eat pizza. It doesn't matter whatever you offer. It doesn't matter whatever you offer to Krishna. And my question is that I thought Nishkam Karma is like is just doing Krishna consciousness. Because if you share a sharpener to somebody, that you're not even doing Krishna consciousness there.
Yes, well, yeah, there is a bit more to it, but I'm explaining in very simple terms what you can understand, what is the perspective of your life. But yes, when we do something for Krishna, what do we do for Krishna? When we sing for Krishna, like in the beginning, we were chanting, that was for Krishna, right? So now, going forward, so what Krishna is going to say that Nishkam Karma Yoga is better. Okay, Murli, thank you so much. That was a very nice red line you put there on the slide. Thank you. Now, if you think about it, what Krishna is saying that NKY, Nishkam Karma Yoga is better, but it's easier than renunciation. We should not renounce. We should not renounce things. But rather than we should engage things for Krishna. Like if somebody, there are lots of meditators who will say, oh, I don't want to touch the money. Money is bad. But what devotees will do? Oh, yes, we can take the money. What we can do with the money? We can cook food. We can give everyone prashadam, or we can buy Bhagavad Gītā. We can distribute more Bhagavad Gītā. Or we can do the kirtan. We can put a festival together. So when you need to know how to utilize everything in the service of Krishna. And then it explains performance of NKY, a bit more about this Nishkam Karma Yoga. Then the knowledge, knowing the three doers. Anybody remembers who is the three doers? Who is the three doers? Or who are the three doers?
What
Yeah.
are the three doers?
Okay. Okay, three doers are the,
What does it mean?
yeah, it means three doers, like who does it? Like we were discussing it, like when we raise that hand, when we make a decision, is it just my own decision or somebody else is also there? Yes, there's one, what we call soul. So the soul inside of a body, S-O-U-L.
I don't.
Yeah, if Shivani wants to say something.
So what is soul? And then what is body? And then what is Krishna? Because Krishna controlling the soul and the soul controlling body.
Yes. So the way it goes, that the soul desires, and then super soul sentience, and then the three modes of material nature, what we call 3MM. N, three modes of material nature, they are the one who do the work. Because of goodness, because of passion, because of ignorance, we do things, right? So always remember that. Okay, great. So this is what we discussed. Then Ashtanga Yoga, well, yeah, Super Soul we were doing. Ashtanga Yoga, we will see. This is very brief in preview, but we will see Ashtanga Yoga in chapter 6, the next chapter. Ashtanga Yoga, the part of Ashtanga Yoga is what people do here in the West. But right at the end, Krishna gives the last verse, 29th verse, Krishna says, it's all about peace. How do you get peace? Now, reading Bhagavad Gita. Now, when you read English, maths, science, you will think, what do I get out of it? Well, we do get a lot of things out of it, but how they are going to help us in our life. It will, all this knowledge will help in our life to make the decisions. Right? Always remember that. Okay, are we ready for the next quiz?
Yeah.
Yeah, Baladi is ready for sure. Okay, I think Murli is ready, giving me the hand. Okay, all right. So, there are going to be two questions, one on Nishkam Karma Yoga, and the second one is on the three doers. Okay. So, before I do that, I'm just flickering through the slides. You can see the slides. Yeah, and I appreciate, I think two of you might not remember. I can share the screens with you. Yeah.
Where's the next quiz?
Next quiz coming on your screen now. Is it there on your screen now?
No.
No?
हम next lesson करेंगे क्यों क्या
Okay. Let me see. Why Adi cannot see? Because I think I have not launched it yet. Should I launch?
I cannot see it too.
Yeah, because it's not there yet. Okay. You should see on your screen now.
One sec. Yeah, now. Should we start?
Yes, please. Go on. You have it on your screen. You can start it now. Okay. 2 out of 3. You have already.
Babuji,
Yes, please.
what do you mean? Who are the three doors?
Who are the three doers? I was just explaining you there are three doers, and let me see.
What does it mean? What does it mean?
If you see the screen, Adi.
No, I cannot. I'm just on the thing.
All right. Okay. So I will let you know. So remember the example I said that if Shivani wants to eat ice cream, Shivani will desire. She will say, "Oh, I want it." So that's the soul. So I have a soul inside me. You have a soul inside you. The soul desires. We want to do something. Yeah. And then just because Shivani will desire, Shivani will not get it. Somebody else will have to do something. Who will do? Means that somebody will have to sanction. Super soul will sanction. The part of Krishna in each of us is called super soul. Super soul is there. And then if you see the third option says material nature perform. Three modes of material nature. So all of you got the second wrong. So out of 6, 3 of you have applied. First question is right, Nishkam Karma Yoga. The second, who are three doers? So when we do things.
Prabhuji,
Yes, please.
I was doing my quiz and it suddenly just went out of my screen.
Ah.
Click the cancel button.
Okay, no worries. Tell you what, I'm just ending and I'm relaunching again.
Oh.
So
Okay.
everybody should be able to see it again. Think of the second option, second question.
So the second question is wrong.
Second answer, but okay, somebody got it right now this time. Very nice. Soul, super soul, and three modes of material nature. Very good. I think every one of you got it right. And the first one is Nishkam Karma Yoga. Great. Good job. Okay.
I haven't finished it yet.
Oh, you haven't finished it yet? No worries, Adi. You take your time. Meanwhile, what we were discussing, that somebody who understands that so this is what I've just told you, right? But it's very hard when we take the decision. You know how? For example, I will tell you, don't do gussa. You know what gussa is?
No.
Don't get angry. Angry. It's very bad to be angry. You should not be angry. But
What elephant, dog, and cow?
oh yes, you can see this. You can see this slide. Now, when I will say don't get angry, but when the anger will come, we cannot control ourselves, right? You will see a lot of people. Now, there was an example in this story. A brother, he killed his brother. And then when he was in the court, judge asked, well, your brother was a nice man. Why did you kill him? And he started crying. He said, I didn't want to kill him. I didn't want to harm him. I used to love him. He said, why did you kill him then? He said, well, because then I was very angry because I had a fight with someone else. And when I came home, I was so angry. Then my little brother just said something to me in a very funny way, like he always used to say, and I always used to smile. But that moment, I was very angry, very, very angry. And I didn't realize what I was doing. So remember, when somebody is leaving the house and when somebody is coming in the house, has just arrived, come inside the house, we should always be careful because we don't know how the person day has been. But why did, but
To be aware.
because we don't know whether the person's had a great day or bad day. It could be that person had a big fight outside and person is angry.
What if it was your family members? Do
Well,
we
it's
leave
a,
them outside?
not my family member, but yes, it was in the news. And this happens a lot. And then Asad said, people repent, people feel sorry after that. But when they are angry, they don't have control over themselves. So now what we say, that there is a knowledge which somebody has told us, but then there is a realized knowledge. Realized knowledge means then now you understood and now you can follow it as well. So there is always a difference between two. Once somebody has told you, don't be greedy, don't be greedy, don't be greedy. But then when you will see chocolates, you will say, oh, I want more. I want more. I want more. Right? Well, you understood we should not be greedy. Why do you want more? Because we understood it, but we did not realize it. And it's very hard for us, and we all are same. It's the same goes for me. If I love something, I love ice cream, I love chocolates as well. I say, I want more, I want more, right? We should not. But slowly, gradually, when we attend Bhagavad Gita classes, when we read Bhagavad Gita at home with parents, we discuss it. And very soon we realize that yes, Bhagavad Gita is right. We should not be greedy. Okay. Now coming back. So the reason I said that to you, because I will tell you that we have super soul inside us, right? So your soul and my soul are different, but the super soul in you and super soul in me, they are the same. Oh, it is one super soul. Like the sun is same. The sun radiations on you and the sun radiations on me are the same. Well, the radiations could be different,
Question.
coming from the same sun. Yes, please, Adi.
What do you mean?
Okay, what do I mean? Yeah, that's right. I say so many things and it's very hard to figure out what do I really, really mean. Now, what do I mean is that when Adi is speaking, I will ask Adi, who is speaking?
Or who's it me?
It's me. Yes. But what's in you who is speaking?
So, local codes.
Okay, very nice. Adi said vocal cords. Yes. Now I will think that which part of Adi is Adi? If now a lot of people, they say, oh, my heart is mine, but then we can have heart transplantation. People say these hands are mine. Then in some accident, people can lose hands. People say, oh, this kidney, this liver, these eyes, these brain. But these days we can have the transplantation of everything. Now, what is us? In me, so I am Govinda, right? VP. Yes.
Everyone is nothing.
Yes. So what are we? Basically is that part in us which never changes. That is the soul. This body on top of it. So all those things I said, that they are part of the body. So it's like I'm wearing a t-shirt. If you think about it, if I'm wearing this t-shirt is not me. But so this is another point which we can discuss a lot, but gradually, slowly, if we meditate on it, if we think about it, then we realize, and that's why. Now, what's the benefit of realizing it? The benefit is that then if somebody will angry on us, somebody is angry with us, we are not going to be angry back. Why? Because we understand that this person is in the material mode of nature. This person is doing something because of passion or because of ignorance. But the soul is pure because soul is part of Krishna. Yes. So we are soul. But yes, this will get even further clarified. Now, coming back to the second quiz we did, in the second quiz, somebody has said NKY is the first option. No kit yet. I hope you are having fun because that's not the correct answer. I'm sure you know that second option, Nishkam Karma Yoga, is the correct answer. Okay. And then somebody still said out of 6 that the 3 is 3 material mode of nature, soul and mind. That is not the correct answer. Why? Because mind is still part of the body. There are 2 types of body. One is gross body, one is subtle body, and mind is part of the body. Now I'm going to end the poll and then I'm going to share the results so you can see. So we don't need to take the name, but whoever did the wrong, you could see what's in red is the right answer and what's in blue is not the correct answer. So you just need to know. Okay, so Nishkam Karma Yoga is the correct answer, and soul, super soul, and 3 mode of material nature is the correct answer. Okay, so now we are left with 4 minutes, and if I will show you one slide. Okay, Haribo. Okay, I will quickly show you another slide. But has anybody got any questions yet? Anything we have discussed so far? Because I have been discussing, I have been sharing. But have you got any questions yet? I have another very beautiful presentation, which we will not get the time to discuss today, but I'm going to share with you. Okay. The reason I look away from you because my second screen is here. But if I will share this, then you will see. Okay, I'm going to close this. And this is the correct one. Okay, you can see this is slide. And if you see in this slide, you can see the slide. Okay, look at this. Wow, isn't it beautiful? Who likes these slides? Yes, very nice. Thank you, Murali, and thank you.
Is there a book about it?
Navneet and Mokshita. Okay, great. Yes, sorry, Adi, you said something, I missed it.
Is it a book?
It's still, no, it's part of Bhagavad Gītā, but this is just a different representation. This is just a different representation. And what we will do next time, next Sunday, we will revise. Okay. Is it Ojas? I'm just trying to recognize the voice here. But so good to hear that. Okay. And so this is the presentation I wanted to do with you. And this is the presentation we will do going forward. And because this is very colorful, this is illustrative, and this is what we call like a flow chart. In the flow chart, we have from one, we have, for example, if you see verse 1, it goes from the arrow. I can take you left, I can take you right, I can take you top, and we can discuss it very nicely. Yeah, this is a very nice presentation. Okay, we will discuss this. We will discuss that next week. But for today, let me just revise you what we have done. We have done the revision of 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, chapter 5, we are doing it. Chapter 5, and let's see what we say here. If you see, this is what the chapter 5 summary is. Now next week, hopefully, again, we are not going very fast because the whole idea is to understand whatever we do. If we want, we are going to do another series where we are going to finish 18 chapters of Bhagavad Gītā in 18 sessions. That's going to start from next Saturday. You can attend that as well. But what we're doing here in these classes, we are going very slow because we would like to understand such a way that we can utilize this wisdom of Bhagavad Gītā in our day-to-day life, right? Okay, so it's 7 o'clock now, and we don't want to go over because it's dinner time, right? So from my side, Hare Krishna, everyone. Now, before we go, okay, I'd just like to remind you that this is Zoom link. We are going to stay on this now. As you would see that here on this, we have the full control. We are not going to go out. Nobody's kicking us out. Okay, so otherwise WebEx used to kick us out. But Krishna is willing. This Zoom link will work fine and we will have it. If you have Bhagavad Gītā with you, revise Bhagavad Gītā chapter 5. We will have more quiz on chapter 5. Okay, so I will see you until then. And okay, Rohan, we can think about Google Meet as well. No problem.
Hare
Right.
Krishna.
Okay. Hare Krishna, everyone. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare